The Google event was just concluded, and to be honest, after watching this and seeing what the Google Pixel 8 and 8 Pro can do, I kind of feel bad of spending all that money on that brand new iPhone 15 Pro Max. Hold on, hear me out. The new Pixel 8 and 8 Pro will be selling for $699 and $999 in the US, and if you pre-order the Pixel 8 Pro, you'll get the Pixel Watch 2, which is another great upgrade from its previous version, but that's going to be a totally other new video. The Pixel 8 comes in 3 colors this year, the Hazel, Obsidian and the Rose, while the 8 Pro comes in the Bay, Obsidian and Proclean. Personally, I don't fancy these colors except for the Bay Blue, and Google was quite modest with the launch this year, but until I test the phone, I can't actually say for sure if these updates they are promising would be as good as they sound. So stick around if you haven't subscribed so you get to see the test videos when they drop. So there's a little improvement to the batteries compared to the phones of last year. The Pixel 7 and the 7 Pro had a little bit of upgrade, and this year we're also witnessing the same for the 8 and the 8 Pro. But what can I say? Google Tensor G3 seems to be super good, and this is one of the things that caught my attention. Let me break it down. There's an upgrade to the Google Assistant that makes it able to hear, speak and see, and also helps you take action. It can also integrate with your Gmail, YouTube and your calendar app, and to be used to pull different information from different apps. For instance, if you're reading a long page on the website, you can tell the assistant to summarize the entire page, and it gives you somewhat accuracy. And I'm sure one of the ways Google is able to do this is by integrating it with Bard, which is, their ChatGPT version. And this kind of helps you save on those long pages. You can take a picture and let the assistant with Bard create suggestions for you based off of the image you take. So if you take a picture of your dog, you can tell the assistant to create a caption for you, and it creates something that would be more personalized and relating to the animal or the object it takes the picture of. So some of the other new features will include being able to switch back between multiple languages, some text-to-speech improvement by pressing the power button, call calling and call screen. Let's talk a little bit about the call screen.
Hi, I'm a Google virtual calling assistant recording this call on behalf of the person you're trying to reach. Can you say what you're calling about?
Hi, you've won an all-expense paid trip to the Caribbean. Press 8 to claim your prize now.
Unfortunately, the person you're calling cannot take your call right now. Have a nice day.
The screen has a much more human voice, which is the screen feature, to even be able to check if this call is spam before alerting you. There are also clips that might pop up for you to select actions, like if you want to receive the call, if you want to reply the text. For example, if your reservation or a doctor calls you, you can decide to accept the reservation, cancel it, postpone it. And all of this can be done by assistive text, giving you options to either accept or decline the call without you actually picking the call. This is really sick, and I feel Google is using a lot of their generative AI to provide some of these features. But let's be honest, we all love the Pixels for its picture taking ability. So that's why we are really here for the Pixel. Let's talk about some of the upgrades that come to the Pixel. The Pixel 8 and the 8 Pro both have an upgraded 50 megapixel main camera, and the 8 also has a 30 megapixel ultra wide, but the 8 Pro just racks the number up with its 48 megapixel ultra wide and 48 mega 5x telephoto. Despite all of this, some of the real big things are in the OS. For example, best take. When you take a group picture with your friends, the Pixel allows you to select the best image and you can adjust them individually. This is crazy. Not talk about audio eraser. This helps you clean up your background when you're taking videos by eliminating some of the noise, and you can select specific noises you want to eliminate. But all of this aside, why am I going to buy the new Pixel 8 or the 8 Pro? To give more insights to this, let's first look at the differences. Starting from the screen, the Google Pixel 8 has a new display called
Extra Display,
and it has 2000 nits of brightness, while the 8 Pro has a
Super Extra Display.
I don't know why, you would have just called it another thing. Nonetheless, the Super Ultra display has 2400 nits with also a variable refresh rate from 1 to over 120 Hz. That is really super. 2400 nits on a smartphone would be bright as what it can be under the sun. But speaking of the battery of the Pixel 8 is around 4575, while that of the 8 Pro is about 50-50. Very weird numbers, so please Google, if you're watching this, just try and round up the numbers. Just kidding. But to be honest, one of the most deciding factors for me was the OS support. Google this year will be giving not 4, 5 or 6, Google will be giving 7 years of OS and security upgrades, so your Pixel 8 and your 8 Pro will get support up to 2030. 7 good years. This is really huge. And also on the Pixel 8, there's a new temperature sensor. I wonder who asked for this, but nonetheless, you can measure the temperature of objects and surfaces. I don't really know how often you use this, but you can use it on humans now, as Google is still waiting for FDA approval. So hopefully by then, if you go to the hospital or clinic, they can use a Google Pixel 8 Pro to check your temperature. Do not quote me on this. So I wouldn't be doing justice to this video if I didn't tell you of some of the exciting features Google promised to come with the phone. They wouldn't come when they ship with the phone, but they are set to come in a feature drop that will be updating either around November or December. So we'll have to really wait and see and test it to see if these features are any good. But some of the features coming soon are, first of all, is the video boost, but this is only available in the Pro feature. This is basically helping you refine your video, and this does it when you take a video and you upload it to the cloud. Google renders it, improves the HDR lighting and the general quality of the image, and gives you a new improved video. But I'm wondering why you have to upload your video to a cloud for it to be rendered differently. I do not know, but I'm sure when I test it, I'll find out and see if most of this stuff is just on the cloud, and possibly Google is looking for ways to also advance this and share it to other features. I do not know about that either. Another recap of the price: the Google Pixel 8 starts at $699, which is $100 more than last year's Pixel 7, and the 8 Pro will start at $999, which is also $100 more expensive from last year's own. And are these prices justified? You know, with the base models having 120Hz display, 7 years OS upgrade, and thinner bezels, I would say it's pretty much justified a little bit. But now this is putting the 8 in a space whereby it is no longer like a cheap device, and is actually now meant for really intentional people if you're deciding to get this device. But who would the Pixel 8 be necessarily for? If you're not really interested in video boost, if you're not really interested in some of the features that are set to come but are not currently now, and a little more larger battery, I feel the Pixel 8 will be a really good choice for you. You could save that extra $300, you can do other things you want to do with that money. But if you're really keen on cinematography, you want to get the best of the best, you want to get some of those features that we hope will come like Google promised, definitely spending that extra $300 would get you video boost and some other new features that I'll list out here. But definitely you should try and really think about your scenario before you use this. If you're going to use this just as a normal phone, your normal day-to-day, you're not doing anything super complex, I feel saving that extra $300 and getting the Pixel 8 will be way much more of a good investment for you. And think about it, you have 7 years of OS upgrades with security updates, so this might be really worth you in the long term. But 7 years, is that? Well, we'll just have to wait and find out. So before I forget, the Pixel Watch 2 with its Fitbit integration and a new quad-core processor also dropped. And if you pre-order the Pixel 8 Pro, you'll be getting this watch for free. Me personally, when I watched the event, I loved the features the watch was giving, the more accurate sensors, the flexibility, and if you have bands of the last Google Pixel Watch, you can also use that in this watch. So it also gives you like some incentive if you're looking to upgrade and possibly sell your older ones. You do not have to get rid of all the bands you have gotten. But like I said, we'll be getting all these devices in the studio pretty soon. We'll test it for you to help you save money and help you decide if this is actually worth your time, so you do not have to waste money. The price for the Pixel 2 is $349 for the Wi-Fi edition and $399 for the LTE. Next to me, I don't really think you need to spend extra for the LTE, because if you use features like the emergency features or check-in, that also works on the Wi-Fi and not necessarily on the LTE. That's it for this video. If you'd like to watch my other reviews and other videos, do check them out here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. My name is Destiny, and I'll see you in the next video.